Hi everyone and welcome along. Lots of you have been asking me for some Christmas card painting tutorials, so today we're going to do some really simple holly. So grab your paints and let's get started. Now I know it's not even November yet and it is early, but every year I get asked by lots of people if we can have some Christmas card tutorials because they want to get ahead and do some painting. So this is why we're doing it. And also I was actually teaching a workshop yesterday in person, which was lovely. And oh, sorry if the dogs are barking a little bit in the background. But we were talking about really trying to simplify down some holly. So this is what we've got today. So I've got a little pencil stem there, and I'm going to begin actually by placing in my berries first. So I've got a size 2 brush and I've got Cadmium Red, classic holly berry, but I also think a little bit of Alizarin Crimson will just deepen that colour and make it really, really festive. So I'm getting it nice and dilute, and I'm now going to paint in clusters of little circles. So that's a lot of water there, so I just clean my brush off, take the water off it. Very wet circle we've got here. Just dry my brush off, and now I'm going to paint in some sort of interconnecting circles, just using, first off using the sort of the colour and water that we had on the page, and then I'll sort of add in another one. The idea is that we can get a real range of colours going on. So I've cleaned off my brush entirely, coming back in with just a clean water one, so it's just a little bit paler. Now pale you might not think is kind of correct for holly berries, but don't worry. What we're going to do now is I'm taking a little bit of concentrated cadmium red, and I'm just going to drop in a little bit to some of these berries. I'm going to paint a few more clusters, maybe one or two just sort of floating out on their own as well. But the key thing with this is to start off with not too much colour on the brush, and then you can always clean off your brush like so, come back in with a little circle that just touches the edge of that first one, and then I could come in with a bit more colour on the brush and just bleed that colour in. So I did a little berry tutorial a little while ago that has this same kind of technique, and when it dries it just makes these really magical little clusters of berries. So we're going to let that dry, and then onto the leaves. Now those are dry, we can look at the leaves. So I've mixed in here a combination of French Ultramarine blue and Sap Green, just to get a really nice deep dark holly green. And I've got a size 2 brush here, and I think painting holly leaves is something a lot of people are a bit sort of intimidated by, and I've painted a lot of holly leaves in my time, and I think I've just come up with my favourite simple version. So let's have a go. So we're going to begin by using these pencil lines I've got as a guide to just paint in a nice tapered line, and then what I'm going to do is just going to flick the brush out like that. If you wanted, you could always add in a little one down the bottom as well. And then all I'm going to do is repeat the process on the other side. And there we go, and then we can just neaten up the top. And if you wanted, you could always add an extra little bit of French Ultramarine blue into the base. So let's have another go at that. I'll just twist the page around so I'm not getting my hand stuck. So a nice sort of tapered line on a bit of a C curve, and then flick that colour and then join it up, squish that brush down, bring it back in, and just flicking the brush outwards. And the whole challenge of painting your own Christmas cards is the repetition, isn't it? Of being able to paint something over and over again that you can maintain a consistency, but also that you want to paint over and over again. And personally, I think this is a rather addictive little tutorial. So now I'm going to just join up these leaves with a little stem, just thickening a bit at the end there, same colour as previously. And of course you could make your holly leaves as bushy and as full as possible. And then I'm just going to finish it off with a tiny little dot of Mars Black on the berry. And there you have my easiest ever holly and berries. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that one. I want to say a massive thank you to our patrons for their support, because that support enables us to keep creating videos like these that everyone can enjoy. And if you enjoyed it, then hit the like button and comment below to let me know how you got on with that one. And of course, if you never want to miss another video, hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell, and we'll see you again next time.